I imagine it felt good to have number 4 back out there. What'd you get out of him today?
Well, he doesn't skip a beat, and yeah, it was great to have him back on out there. That ball was coming out a little bit quicker, the protection set a little bit quicker, the reads happened faster. Our offense is obviously much more efficient with him, but having him gone for a couple days was really good for those younger guys to get those quality reps. I'm just glad that we have 4 back out here.
Coach, we can talk defense for a second, if you don't mind. Telling us about your linebacking crew right now. A little bit of transition at the position. Wanted to see how it's going so far, second week of practice.
Well, I think our guys are playing really fast right now. I've really been impressed from spring into now to how Carl and Kyrie have really come on. And I think that competition's pushing Jeremiah. He's looking better than he's looked. So I think we've got a really good situation at the inside linebacker position. Patrick's still a little dinged up from his surgery, so he's not full speed. But we've got 4 guys in there, and Jeff Camilli, our freshman's been doing some things. At the outside position, Nat Harrison's really starting to become a senior that we had hoped he'd become. He's got a lot of talent, and he's starting to put it together, so happy with what he's done in camp, and Donovan has been steady, so we're good there. Got to develop a little bit more depth outside, with those outside guys. We've got Edgero, who at times is flashing, and Brandon at times is flashing, but we got to get some more consistency out of those guys.
Donovan said he's at the same position as he was last year. Do you expect a second-year leap from him this year?
Absolutely, from our whole defense, really, but from him in particular. When guys move from one position to another like he did, and when you're playing a 4-3 defensive end versus what we ask our outside linebackers to do, it takes a while to fully understand what we're trying to do. I expect his production to go up dramatically. We see him playing faster and with more power every day, and so it's exciting to see.
You never would have taken those reps from Derek, but you can see the benefit for your younger guys. Do you have kind of the same thing going with LJ and the staples in his head, that you're getting a look at guys you need to see?
Absolutely, and a guy Curtis Riley is really taking advantage of it. He's getting a chance to rep with the first team, and he looks like he belongs. So, you hate for anybody to lose reps, but Curtis, Shannon, and Jamal, all those guys are getting extra reps now, and it's good to see those guys really start to develop.
And how's the offensive line coming along?
I think we're making progress every day. It's a little bit of 3 steps forward, 1 step back at times. But we're better. We're a lot better than where we were at this point, and probably a lot better than we were in the season. So they're getting a chance to go against what I think is going to be one of the better defensive lines in this league. So if they keep pushing, just like our secondary, we've got it's going to be a group of receivers. You go against those guys every day, you're going to get better, or you're going to get out of there. So our guys are getting better, and that's encouraging.
Talking about the defensive line, how about the running backs as opposed to facing that defensive line?
Well, I'll tell you, our running backs, I feel really solid about them. We got 3 or 4 guys that I think could play just depending on our league, and to have that kind of quality depth, I think is huge, because to keep guys fresh and to have guys that, as you get into the season, don't have to carry the ball 35 times, and to keep their bodies fresh, I think is going to be big for us. And we've got physical backs.
Do you feel that you have to choose like a starter, or you can run by committee the rest of the whole season?
And right now, I don't think you have to choose a guy and say he's the guy. I feel very, very comfortable with any of those guys in there right now. I'll talk to Coach Schramm about the psyche of it, but I'm not worried about that.
How are your freshmen coming along? And you mentioned Camille. Have any other ones caught your eye so far?
Certain guys are doing things. Jamal Ellis, I think, is making strides. He's a redshirt freshman. The new guy is probably the biggest, guy that jumps out at me is Colin McGuire. I mean, he comes out here and he kicks like he expects to be the starting kicker. He's got a live leg. He's got a good demeanor. We got to get our operation better. A couple times that he's missed, the snap's been off and the hold's not been down in place. But when the operation's working well, he's got a great leg.
Are you going to think twice first week if you have a 45-plus opportunity to stick him in there and let him go?
We'll see as we go through camp. To make that determination. I don't want to make it now, but right now I wouldn't hesitate. We like going for it on 4th down, so it kind of depends what the down and distance is. Is it 4th and a half yard, or less than 5, or if it's 4th and 15, I feel pretty good about kicking it.